Transportation funding is one of the most highly debated topics in the South Dakota legislature this session. Lawmakers now have a study that backs up the need for more funding.
A study by a national transportation research group called TRIP shows our roads and bridges are in bad shape. KDLT's Jill Johnson explains.
Like many states, South Dakota faces challenges in maintaining and funding our transportation system. But a new report highlights just how much we're struggling to keep up.
The local system is really has some significant immediate challenges, and the state system is falling into the same condition.
The report says 39% of county roads and 28% of township roads in the state are in poor condition. Only 2% of state roads are in bad shape, but if funding stays as it is, the number will increase to 25% in the next decade.
It's an economy here in South Dakota very reliant on a good transportation system, and when you start to see that system fail, it starts to have significant economic impacts.
According to the report, bridges throughout South Dakota are even worse. 1 in 5 bridges are considered structurally deficient, the 4th highest in the nation.
The inspectors have found significant damage in terms of corrosion, in terms of the decks. They're seeing significant wear and tear in those bridges.
The report also says bad road conditions have contributed to 1/3 of all fatality crashes in the state.
You don't have things like paved shoulders, you don't have rumble strips, you don't have guardrails where they're needed.
In order to make significant improvements, the report says we would have to double our current budget to nearly $58 million over 10 years.
Right now, we see some of the issues and challenges. It's only going to get worse unless we start addressing it.
In Sioux Falls, Jill Johnson, KDLT News.
The report comes as the legislature is making budget considerations. Governor Daugaard proposed a transportation plan that would raise $50 million for roads and bridges by increasing fuel taxes and fees. The House and Senate have come up with modified versions.